What's up everyone, WizardKen here, and today we're going to be talking about the new 1.7 update that just came out the other day for World of Tanks Xbox 360. Now, a lot of you guys have talked to me and said, hey, we're kind of disappointed because we didn't get any new tanks and we didn't get any new maps. You guys are happy that there's a mini game now, so when you're updating your game, you can actually play something while you're waiting for it to update. And so you guys are liking the new battle logs, so we can go back and see multiple battles. You like how you can organize your garage a little bit better. You can find your tanks a little bit easier, especially for you guys that have a lot of tanks. And I know there's a lot of you out there. But really, you're kind of wondering, what in the world did this update really do for us? And to be honest with you, I'm going to talk about this a little bit because Wargaming really set us up to having better updates in the future. And I'm going to explain why. So, Wargaming in the past has promised over and over again that they would try their best not to go over the 4 GB limit. The reason why is because there was a lot of 360 players that didn't have the big hard drives. A lot of them had the smaller hard drives and they didn't have external sticks and stuff like that. And it's a good practice, that Wargaming did right at the beginning, because Wargaming brought out World of Tanks onto a console. They were primarily PC, they've never switched to anything else, and they brought a free-to-play game onto a console, and anything can happen. We could have all hated World of Tanks, which I didn't think everybody would hate it, or, to be honest with you, I thought it was going to light up like a fire, and it did. But, when you're putting your life, or your money and efforts into something and hoping that it would take off, but you don't know. They were taking a risk with bringing this to 360. And so what they did is, in the past, they tried not going over that 4 GB because they wanted to get as many people addicted to the game as possible, which is smart. And it's great, too, because for those people that don't have a job, students or anything like that, you guys have to ask your parents or try to save up to be able to buy bigger hard drives. And this allowed you, over time, to save up your money. We all knew that Wargaming would eventually have to make an update that went over the 4 GB limit. And the reason why, like I said, they waited so long is because they wanted to get as many people hooked on World of Tanks as possible, and wanted to allow as many people as possible to play and actually learn the game and see if they like it or not. And as you can see, a lot of people do. Xbox 360 World of Tanks is flying with amazing results. A lot of people are joining, a lot of people are getting on there. I've had a lot of PC friends go from the PC to the Xbox because they feel it's a little bit more fun, it's a little bit more arcadey, and stuff like that. They feel like the PC version might have lost a little bit of that fun aspect, and it's more just competition, kind of like Call of Duty sometimes feels like when you jump on. But anyways, getting back to this. Now, Wargaming on the last update stated that they'd figured out a new way to crunch as much data as they can into those gigabytes, so they can make even bigger updates, but using smaller amount of space on your hard drive. But even though they did that, this update required them to go over the 4 GB. Now, the cool thing is because they did figure out a way to cram so much stuff into there, they fixed a lot of problems that we had in the past. The ghost shells. They, made the hood display a little bit better. They made the garage better. They made us allowed to go back and look at our battle results. I mean, let's just look at some of these things real quick. Like I was saying, you can brag to your friends about who did the best destruction, operations. Now there's a cool thing where if you finish like 3 operations in a row, something like that, you get a bigger achievement for doing that, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Like for instance, like when we're in sniper mode, we're shooting at somebody, we don't even know that we're on fire. Now they have a display that actually comes out letting you know that you're on fire. I mean, there's a lot of neat things that they added to the World of Tanks module. They also added like new sayings on there saying, hey, I need support, I need cover, I'm pinned down. There's a lot of different things they've added to the end game update, and it is awesome. But does that really make you guys excited? Probably not. But this should make you excited, okay? Wargaming has made a way to update their game and put a lot of information in without using a lot of space. That means their next update, okay? Because their next update will be 100 times better. Their next update will be probably amazing. Because now they have a way to put data in a small space without using a lot of, hard drive up. Now, they don't have to stay underneath that 4 gigabyte limit. They can actually exceed that. So now we can get new tanks, new maps, plus maybe a practice mode. That's a big update. I mean, think about it. On a practice mode, they've got to be able to let anybody and everyone onto a map to be able to practice. I mean, that is a lot of data that has to go through there. Plus, they still have to run the normal game too, the random battles. We can also probably get team battles or clan battles all together. We can get all that stuff in the next update, because now they're exceeding the 4 gigabyte limit. They've gone as far as they could, helping everybody else. Now it's time to take what they've gotten and make the rest of us very happy. Like all the hardcore gamers that have been playing on World of Tanks since the beginning, now they are here to help us out and to make us enjoy it even more. They don't want it to get stale on us, and I think that's what they were feeling, is that a lot of people were getting stale because, okay, this update might bring us tanks. It was just a minor update. It didn't do anything for us, a couple fixes here and there. Now they can put in all the fixes. They can put in new maps. They can put in new game modes. They can put a lot of things in, and nobody can get upset now. They've warned us about the 4 gigabytes going over. They've actually given away USB sticks. If you just commented on their Facebook page, they put a comment out there the other day saying, hey, if you comment on this comment and just say, hey, I want a USB stick, they would have given you one. There was a lot of cool things that Wargaming has done. And I am excited about this new update because they've added a good amount of content to it, like fixes. If you look at their main or their actual detailed notes about all the things that they fixed in here. I mean, they adjusted the artillery balance, weight, and reduced it for matchmaking, so you get a better matchmaking with. We're not going to see like 5 or 6 fucking artillery in one game. Well, unless they're like platooned up, then we're kind of fucked. But anyways, you'll see a lot better matchmaking for artillery. Let's see. They've increased the profitability of the following vehicles, so you're going to make more money from these vehicles. Other vehicle changes, they've added a lot of different things. A lot of things I was wondering about. I've heard some people say that Jack Panther needed to have the speed limit on the Jack Panther increased. They did that. Look at all these tanks that they've increased a lot of things on. I mean, the Cruiser MK. I mean, look at this. They did all this on this patch, guys. And usually this, from when I've looked at patches in the past, have, not happened. It usually take, like, maybe they do half of these tanks and stuff like that. This is really, really cool. All the things that they have done. Xbox Live achievements have been updated. Now, like, map changes. Now, right now, you get the Arctic region has a new encounter game on it. I found that out the other day. Freaking awesome. It was a lot of fun. Let's see, what was the other one that I played on the other day that I was very happy about? I don't see it. Redshire. Like some of these new spawn points, freaking been awesome. It's been great. Some of this stuff has been really, really cool that they have done, and they've listened to us, and they've changed a lot of things up. Now, you guys are probably thinking, yeah, but they're not really listening to us. They're just doing their own thing. And I can understand why you guys would say that, but this comes up to my next thing, if you guys haven't looked this up. Okay? Super Tester Program. What is the super tester program? Basically, this is like a beta tester or an early access tester kind of thing. And what you do in this, and you can sign up for this, guys, if you look on their news page on World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition.com and you click on news, you'll see it down there. They have a super tester program that you can sign up for. Now, they do have some requirements to be able to sign up for this. You have to be 18 years of age. You have to have at least 2,000 battles underneath your belt. You have to be active in the Xbox 360 forums on World of Tanks, and then you also have to be available to attend sessions Wednesdays between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, anywhere in between that time from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., you can jump on there and help them out. You don't have to stay there the entire time. You just have to help out as much as possible. Also, your English communication skills have to be pretty good. You have to have a good, strong English communication. So, but this is really cool because now I knew they had a group of testers that tested out, their stuff. But this is even better now that they're asking for volunteers. This is pretty cool. This is where you guys can get involved in voicing your opinion on what should be done with the next updates. What they're doing is they start listening to us in the forums and they start making the next update. Well, when the next update is kind of ready, they'll have you as testers go out there and test it. They're going to have you guys look at where the spawn points are at now. They're going to have you guys look at maybe they changed the armor on the mouse. Maybe they decreased it or increased it, and have you guys talk about it and figure out what you guys like and what you don't like. If there's a tank that just came out and it's just shitty as shit, they're going to listen to you. And have your opinions be heard right then and there. I mean, seriously, guys, this is a grand opportunity for you guys to sign up and do this. And all you got to do is click on join the super testers, and then it brings you to the World of Tanks forums, and you just have to leave a comment saying, hey, I want to be a super tester. I want to join. And then after this week, they're going to look at everybody and all the applications, and then they're going to decide who's going to be joining. Now, you need to jump on this very quickly so you can do this. It's only going to last this week. So please jump on this as quickly as possible. So, like I said, I think this is pretty badass. This new update that came out might not look like a lot because, some of you guys are just wanting more tanks and more maps. But in order for them to keep coming out with better content, for better visuals and stuff like that, they're going to need to be able to upgrade how much data they can send to us at once, on every update. Now that we're past the 4 gigabytes, they can actually put more and more onto us. Not only will they be able to add new tanks and new maps and stuff like that, now they will be able to, even add in there the visual updates. They'll be able to put more on our hard drives, so it's easier for our game to process, than it is to try to connect to a server and download everything from that server. Things should speed up a lot faster now.